8th Math Fall 2019 benchmark. Number 1. An inequality is shown. 1 over 6 is less than x is less than 25%. Which value of x makes the inequality true? A. 1/3, B. 1.3, C. 0.12, D. Square root of 0.05. Number 2. Paula completely covered a square wall using 87.5 square feet of wallpaper without any overlap. Which measurement is closest to the side length of this wall in feet? F. 22 feet, G. 44 feet, H. 9 feet, J. 7 feet. Number 3. The age of a dog varies directly as its equivalent age in human years. If a 3-year-old dog is considered to be 21 in human years, what is the age of an 8-year-old dog in human years? A. 26 human years, B. 56 human years, C. 78 human years, D. 114 human years. Number 4. Which Venn diagram correctly represents the relationship between rational numbers and irrational numbers? F. Real numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, because rational numbers and irrational numbers have no numbers in common. G. Real numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, because some irrational numbers are also rational numbers. H. Real numbers, irrational numbers, rational numbers, because all rational numbers are also irrational numbers. J. Real numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, because all irrational numbers are also rational numbers. Number 5. Toby and Marcus both collect stamps. Toby has 10 stamps and collects 4 new stamps every week. Marcus has 60 stamps and collects 2 new stamps every week. After how many weeks will Toby and Marcus have the same number of stamps? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. Number 6. The list shows the heights of 6 students in inches: 63, 70, 68, 73, 58, 67. What is the mean absolute deviation of these numbers? F. 24, G. 66.5, H. 4, J. 67.5. Number 7. The table shows the number of contacts 6 people each have stored in their cell phone. Cell phone contacts: person, Mary, Wes, Keith, Julie, Anthony, Lan. Number of contacts: 68, 72, 77, 64, 69, 76. What is the mean absolute deviation for this set of data? A. 71, B. 24, C. 4, D. 13. Number 8. The graph models the linear relationship between the charge for a trip and the number of miles driven for 2 taxis. Based on the graph, which statement appears to be true? F. The charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles is $5 greater for taxi 1 than for taxi 2. G. The charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles is $5 less for taxi 1 than for taxi 2. H. The charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles is $20 for both taxi 1 and taxi 2. J. The charge for a trip with a distance of 5 miles cannot be determined for either taxi 1 or taxi 2. Number 9. The two lines graphed on the coordinate grid each represent an equation. Which ordered pair represents a solution to both equations? A, -4, 0, B, -2, 1, C, 0, -4, D, 1, -2. Number 10. Which number line shows a point that best represents the value of the square root of 215? Number 11. Which point on the number line best represents the value of the square root of 1 over 20? A, point D, B, point E, C, point F, D, point G. Number 12. Lucy estimated that it would take 4,000 grains of sand to make a pound. That would mean that each grain of sand weighs 1 over 4,000 of a pound. In decimal form, that weight would be 0.00025 of a pound. Which number expressed in scientific notation represents the weight of a grain of sand? F, 4 times 10 to the -3rd power pounds. G, 2.5 times 10 to the -3rd pounds. H, 2.5 times 10 to the -4 pounds. J, 2.5 times 10 to the -5 pounds. Number 13. A researcher measured approximately 0.005123 grams of bacteria in a sample. How is this number expressed in scientific notation? A, 5.123 times 10 to the 3rd grams. B, 5.123 times 10 to the -3 grams. C, 5,123 times 10 to the -6 grams. D, 0.5123 times -2 grams. Sorry. 0.5123 times 10 to the -2 grams. Number 14. A microscopic cell measures 3.8 times 10 to the -4 centimeters in diameter. What is this number in standard decimal notation? F, 0.00038 centimeters. G, 0.00038 centimeters. H, 0.0038 centimeters. J, 38,000 centimeters. Number 15. The value of y varies directly with x. When y equals 75, x equals a half. What is the value of y when x is 2 1/4? A, 84 3/8. B, 337 1/2. C, 16 2/3. D, 168 3/4. Number 16. Veronica is ordering trophies for her school. Company P charges $3.50 for each trophy and a one-time engraving fee of $25. Company R charges $7.50 for each trophy and a one-time engraving fee of $17. Which inequality can be used to find X, the minimum number of trophies that can be ordered so that the total charge at Company P is less than the total charge of Company R? F, 3.5 plus 25x is less than 7.5 plus 17x. G, 3.5 plus 25x is greater than 7.5 plus 17x. H, 3.5x plus 25 is less than 7.5x plus 17. J, 3.5x plus 25 is greater than 7.5x plus 17. Number 17. Renting video games from Store S costs $2.50 per game plus a monthly fee of $5. Renting video games from Store T costs $5 per game with no monthly fee. The monthly cost to rent video games depends on the number of video games V rented. Which inequality represents the situation when the monthly cost at Store S is less than the monthly cost at Store T? A, 2.5V plus 5 is less than 5V. B, 2.5V plus 5 is greater than 5V. C, 7.5V is less than 5V. D, 7.5V is greater than 5V. Number 18. The areas of three circles are shown. Circle X, A equals 9 pi centimeter squared. Circle Y, A equals the square root of 3 over 2 centimeters squared. Circle Z, A equals 27.5 centimeters squared. Not drawn to scale. Which list shows the circles in order from greatest area to least area? F, Circle Z, Circle Y, Circle X. G, Circle Y, Circle Z, Circle X. H, Circle X, Circle Z, Circle Y. J, Circle X, Circle Y, Circle Z. Number 19. During 1 month, 4 trees at a nursery increased in height at the rates shown below. 8%, 1 over 12, 16%, 1 over 20. Which list shows these rates in order from greatest to least? A, 1 over 20, 16%, 1 over 12, 8%. B, 16%, 1 over 12, 8%, 1 over 20. C, 1 over 20, 8%, 1 over 12, 16%. D, 6%, 8%, 1 over 12, 1 over 20. Number 20. Which list shows the numbers below in order from least to greatest? 6.5, 7.25, 46 over 7, 6 1/4, 5.58, 84 over 9. F, 6.5, 5.58, 6 1/4, 46 over 7, 7.25, 84 over 9. G, 5.58, 6 1/4, 6 1/2, 46 over 7, 7.25, 84 over 9. H, 6.5, 6 1/4, 5.58, 46 over 7, 7.25, 84 over 9. J, 5.58, 6 1/2, 6 1/4, 46 over 7, 7.25, 84 over 9. Number 21. John is having a new deck built. He paid $485 for the required materials, and he will pay his brother $25 an hour to build the deck. Which table shows the relationship between H, the number of hours John's brothers work, and C, the total cost of the project? Number 22. Which function is best represented by this graph? F, y equals 1 over 2x plus 6. G, y equals negative 2x plus 3. H, y equals 2x plus 6. J, y equals negative 1 over 2x plus 3. Number 23. Mr. Leonard is renting a car for 1 day. The table shows the total amount he will be charged for the car based on the number of miles he drives. Car rental, number of miles M, 5, 10, 15, 20. Total amount charged, C, $30.50, $31, $31.50, $32. Which equation best represents C, the number of dollars Mr. Leonard should be charged for driving M miles? A, C equals 0.10 M plus 30. B, C equals 30 M plus 0.10. C equals 0.50 M plus 30. D, C equals 30 M plus 0.50. Number 24. Which equation can be used to describe the relationship between x and y shown in the graph below? F, y equals 3x plus 2. G, y equals negative 3x minus 6. H, y equals 3x minus 6. J, y equals negative 3x plus 2. Number 25. Frankie bought a new computer. He made an initial payment of $50 to the store, and he will pay $30 each month until the computer is paid off. Which equation best represents the relationship between M, the number of monthly payments Frankie has made, and T, the total amount that Frankie has paid the store? A, T equals 50M plus 30. B, T equals 30M minus 50. C, T equals 50M minus 30. D, T equals 30M plus 50. Sal purchased some art supplies and cardstock in order to make greeting cards. The graph below shows the relationship between the number of cards Sal makes and the total cost of the materials used to make the cards. Cost of making greeting cards, total cost in dollars, number of cards made. Based on the graph, what will be the total cost of making 25 greeting cards? F, $12.50. G, $50. H, $52.50. J, $15. Number 27. Which set of ordered pairs represents y as a function of x? A, 2, negative 1, 4, negative 2, 6, negative 3, 8, negative 4. B, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 2, 1. C, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4. D, 1, negative 5, 1, 5, 2, negative 10, 2, negative 15. Number 28. Which representation does not show y as a function of x? 1, negative 6, 3, negative 18, 5, negative 30, 7, negative 42. G is a graph. H, 2, negative 2, 3, negative 2, 7, negative 2, 11, negative 2. And J. You have 3, 5, 7, 9, and 2, 6, 8, and 10. Number 29. Which statement describes the mapping? X, negative 1, 0, 2, 3, Y, 1, 4, 7. A, the mapping represents y as a function of x because each y value corresponds to exactly one x value. B, the mapping does not represent y as a function of x because two of the x values correspond to the same y value. C, the mapping represents y as a function of x because each x value corresponds to exactly one y value. D, the mapping does not represent y as a function of x because there are more x values than different corresponding y values. Number 30. Which graph represents y as a function of x? Number 31. The graph of a linear function is shown on the coordinate grid. What is the y-intercept of the graph of the linear function? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. Number 32. Carolyn will buy the same number of stamps every month to add to a stamp collection her grandfather gave her. The table shows the number of stamps Carolyn will have at the end of X months. Carolyn's stamp collection, number of months X, 1, 3, 6, 10. Number of stamps Y, 250, 350, 500, 700. How many stamps was Carolyn given and how many stamps will she buy every month? F, Carolyn was given 200 stamps and she will buy 50 stamps every month. G, Carolyn was given 180 stamps and she will buy 70 stamps each month. H, Carolyn was given 180 stamps and she will buy 50 stamps every month. J, Carolyn was given 200 stamps and she will buy 70 stamps every month. Number 33. What are the slope and y-intercept of the graph of the linear function shown on the grid? A, slope equals 4, y-intercept equals -6. B, slope equals -4, y-intercept equals -1.5. C, slope equals -1/4, y-intercept equals -1.5. D, slope equals 1/4, y-intercept equals -6. Number 34. What value of x makes this equation true? 0.6x minus 5 equals 0.1x plus 7. F, 4. G, 14. H, 24. J, 6. Number 35. Carnival M charges an entrance fee of $5 and 65 cents per ticket for the rides. Carnival P charges an entrance fee of $10 and 45 cents per ticket for the rides. How many tickets must be purchased in order for the total cost at Carnival M and Carnival P to be the same? A, 25, B, 10, C, 50, D, 75. 36. Leonard had T tickets for the rides at a county fair. He kept 9 of the tickets and gave an equal amount of the remaining tickets to 6 of his friends. There were no tickets left over. Which equation can be used to find F, the number of tickets Leonard gave to each of his friends? F of T equals T over 6 plus 9. G, F of T equals T plus 9 over 6. H, F of T equals T over 6 minus 9. J, F of T equals T minus 9 over 6. Number 37. The measures of two angles are 5x plus 24 and 9x minus 17. What is the value of x if these two angles are congruent? A, 1.75, B, 13.2, C, 0.5, D, 10.25. Number 38. The model represents an equation. What value of x makes the equation true? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value.